accumulate those points, and whoever has the most goes on to the next one. And then the next one is 16 and 17 together.
Is it like that?
If you look at the bracket, it shows you weeks 14 through 15.
So 14 and 15 is the first round of playoffs for the Winners League, which is Marty versus Rodeo, Al versus Baron. And then whoever wins from those games will go on to round 2, which is week... Oh, yeah, you're right, Al. That's weird.
Because, it's 17 weeks of football. So we have to... The last 4 weeks, they have to accumulate it somehow. So this week and next week, me and Baron still playing each other. But we got to accumulate the most points in those 2 weeks. And then that person... And I'm guessing next week we could change our roster also.
Of course.
So it was good like that.
That's cool. I didn't notice that. But yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. Like I said, we're in the playoffs. It's crazy.
I didn't think I was going to be in the playoffs, but
I didn't think you were going to be in the playoffs either.
I came out of nowhere.
I didn't think I was going to be in last place. So it's fantasy football is weird like that. Like
the little tiger who was roaring.
Well, yeah, my cousin Rich.
He's meowing in last place.
Yeah, but I got the worst record. Like if it would have been toilet bowl trophy, I would have won that this year.
All I know is I'm going.
But I could hopefully come back. This is a consolidation bracket, which is like the people who didn't make the playoffs. Whoever has, I guess, whoever wins that stuff. So I could probably win that.
You guys are like the league that they give all the kids trophies just to participate. That's you guys.
That's what we are. Yeah.
No, man. You either win or lose.
Nah, I know. Well,
I tell my kid if I ever have one, if you ever get one of those trophies, throw it out, sucker. Because you didn't win. They just gave you a trophy because you're a little kid. I don't care if they're trying to build confidence in you.
But yeah. So that's what's going on in Fantasy Football League with real NFL. Our Giants had a humongous win this week.
Woo, we beat Seattle. And I'm going to be honest. I didn't think we were going to win that game. I told Santi, Seattle, Russell Wilson, and Metcalf, they're going to kill us. They're going to cream us.
Yeah.
But then our defense is stepping. Our defense is playing fucking good. And we don't got big names like that. That kid Martinez that we signed from Green Bay. And we got kid.
We got good corners.
Yeah, and that kid number 99 with the long hair. I forget his name. He's a defensive lineman. He caught Russell Wilson 3 times, bro. Like Russell Wilson couldn't run. And like you said, our corners and safeties are balling out. Like they're going in. But to be honest, I was surprised. I didn't think we were going to be 5-7. I actually thought we were going to lose this game because we were in the cloud. And we're still in this cloud. We're like,
who you guys play this week?
The Cardinals. We're playing Kyle Murray and Hopkins.
Here or?
Here.
Okay.
So that's a game that all the analysts are saying that we're going to win. I don't go by them.
Yeah.
I just go by the field to
Tell me about it,
I got to go by the first quarter. I got to see how we're playing. And that kid,
excuse me,
Colt McCoy.
Yeah, Colt McCoy.
I'm like, this guy.
He was a first-round draft pick years ago.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Texas.
I'm like, oh, man. I didn't even know he was our backup, but let's see if Daniel Jones comes in because his hamstring. If not, keep Colt. And then our running backs are fucking doing what they got to do with, you see, Jones, questionable hamstring. So, Jones, who was I talking about? The running backs. They're stepping up because they know our main guy was out.
Yeah.
So Gallman and then the rookie we got, they're stepping in. So we're doing good. Hopefully we beat the Cardinals and we'll be 6-7 and we'll stay above. Because I think right now our record is tied with Dallas. But we're still in first place.
Did Dallas win? Dallas has a worse record. You guys are in the first place. Maybe it might be Washington.
Washington, because Washington beat the Steelers. That shit shocked me.
So tell me about it. So, of course, my Bears lost. I was watching the game, and the whole time my girl did not come to the living room. I was watching the game in peace. The Bears were winning pretty much the whole game. she came over. She goes, "Oh, I'm surprised the Bears are winning." And I'm like, "Yeah, 30-20, I think it was the score." And I'm like, "Yeah, but we, you know." She fucking stood there watching the game with me. That's when everything went wrong. I think Trubisky fumbled, or running back fumbled. Detroit came back and they beat us. Like, we had the game pretty much towards the end. We were winning 30-20, maybe with like 4 minutes left, 10-point lead, and they came back and got like 2 touchdowns or something. I don't remember how the whole thing worked out. But I was like, fuck, she jinxed it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I was watching the game, I was like, fuck. And then, so for us, it was sucks because to be honest, because we lost 5 in a row, I was like, I think our playoffs thing was hurt. But my boy, he had told me, he goes, nah, if Arizona loses and all this stuff, he goes, we still are in the playoff hunt. Which I think we are technically, but we're really, really bad, like in terms of trying to get in. But yeah, that was a hard one because it's always hard when you're winning the whole game and you lose in the last like 3 minutes. But like stupid shit. So that's what happened. That was the 1 o'clock game. So I was like, fuck. And then I had a fantasy football. I've been doing sucks, but I had this survivor football league that if you win first place, you win like $66,000. So out of 750 people, there was only like 90 of us left. I was one of the 90th. And this week I had to pick up 2 teams.
Got it.
So at first I picked the Raiders to win, right? Against the Jets. Then I had the Bears. But then I switched the Bears to Kansas City. So I had the Raiders in Kansas City. Because I had to pick 2 teams that are going to win without losing. Then the more I thought about it and all this stuff, I'm like, damn, the fucking Raiders have been playing whack. And now I was like, let me go with the Steelers because the Steelers are playing at home. So I picked the Steelers. So I did good with the Kansas City game because I was like, all right, Kansas City got the win. The Raiders, of course, fucking won pretty much by luck because the Jets are stupid. Not by luck because Jets are just stupid.
Yeah.
They blitzed towards the end and they fucking came back. So at first, I was like, thank God I didn't pick the Jets. But then the Raiders won, so I was like, fuck. But then I'm like, I got confidence. Pitt's playing at home. They got a good defense. And that one guy was hurt from the defense. He's real good, number 48. And fucking Washington played good. Their defense was on point.
Yeah.
And this kid, Alex Smith, he balled out. Everything with him, he was doing like Tom Brady with the New England. He just did checkdowns. He didn't drop. He didn't pass the ball far. He passed the ball like 5-6 yards. And they won. So I'm out of that league. And I was like, fuck. So I was a little bit pissed off on Monday. So yeah, football, it's been sucks. But like always, I'm always still watching. We still got 3 more weeks of actual football. And then it goes into playoffs.
Yep.
So that's that. And then we're getting to Super Bowl like come February. Other than that, basketball. Starting in a few weeks, I think the Knicks are playing a preseason game tonight. Some preseason games are going on. Looking forward to basketball. We could probably get more into it when the season starts, like with all the new players. There's a big UFC fight this week. Figueiredo, I think, versus Moreno. This is for the flyweight. This is where DJ used to be the man.
Yeah.
And then Cejudo left. So supposedly that guy who has the belt now, Ferreiro, he's Brazilian. He's the only Brazilian since maybe like Verdum or what's his name, the other guy, Aldo.
Okay.
There hasn't really been a Brazilian champion for a while, which is weird. Yeah. Outside of Nunez, sorry.
Gotcha. Okay.
But in the men's division, there's always been one of them that's either like a champion.
Yeah.
In the last few years, they really hasn't. But this kid, Ferreira, they're saying that he's like the next big star. He doesn't know English, but I guess he talks mad shit. He hits hard. These guys fought 3 weeks ago. They were both in a pay-per-view that they fought, and they both won.
Okay.
So Dana set it up quickly.
Right away. Okay.
So they both like, I've been watching Embedded. I actually watched it today. It was pretty good. Kuke is fighting. I forgot his name.
Ferguson's
fighting.
he's fighting
this guy named Oliveras.
This is tomorrow.
This is tomorrow. So, I think there's another guy, Cub Swanson. A little bit old school. He's fighting good, too. Yeah. So there's a few good fights tomorrow, but the main event supposed to be these two kids.
Got it. Okay.
That are fighting. So it's pretty good. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. And then Sunday football, and that's pretty much it on sports. We'll continue to talk about sports next week as we continue on and all that stuff with the league. Any shows you've been watching other than your Christmas Chronicles?
No, like I've been watching this Christmas movies. I watched a movie with Liam Neeson called Honest Thief, which was a Liam Neeson movie. You know what I'm saying? Like Taken or like any of The Commuter. You know, at the beginning, you like, what the fuck is he doing? Then towards the end, he starts fucking everybody up. Yeah, that's like his MO. That's his type of movie. You know what I'm saying? Which was good. What else we watch? It's like I said, it's mostly Christmas movies that we've been watching. We saw one on Netflix, not on Netflix, on the app. There's a Disney movie. I think it's called Godmother.
Yes, I saw that.
Which is pretty cool and cute. They're in Boston. Good movie. Other than that, I haven't had time to watch the Selena show because that's on Netflix. I know Big Mouth came out with their final season. I haven't watched that, so maybe I could do that over the weekend. I did watch the Hector Camacho fucking documentary.
That was real good. I watched that last Friday.
Thank you, Santi Sensation, for putting
Macho Time.
Yo, I thought he was from the Bronx this whole time. I didn't know he was from Spanish Harlem.
I didn't know he was from Spanish Harlem. Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, I called Camacho towards the end. So I called him where, like, everybody would say, like, you know.
He was a has-been.
He's, Camacho, Chicken Camacho. Sort of like.
He was a runner.
If you didn't watch De La Hoya before, the same thing they said about De La Hoya. So that's when I called Camacho, when he was on the end of his career. And
so you called him when he started fighting Chavez and all that.
Yeah, because I didn't follow boxing.
I could be honest, the same. I'm honestly be the same because I don't remember him fighting Sugar Ray Leonard when Leonard came back.
I don't remember that either.
I remember him fighting Chavez because that was the big thing, the biggest Mexican fighter, and I knew a Puerto Rican fighter. Yeah, and I was like, I'm going for the Puerto Rican because I didn't know so many Mexicans, and he's from New York. I always thought Macho Time was from Bronx. Yeah. Watching this documentary, I was like, holy shit. I know Spanish Harlem was big, Little Bronx, but I didn't know how big Little Bronx it was. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I used to go down to the Puerto Rican festivals, I always thought everybody came from the Bronx when they did
that Spanish Harlem has been known for Puerto Ricans. That much I knew. I just didn't know he was from there. Yeah. But it's always been known because like, even if you go now, if you want to get cuchi frito, like that's the only place you go to Spanish Harlem and get like acapulcas and stuff like that.
And I haven't been down there in a long time because I used to go down there just for the festival, the Puerto Rican festival. And that's when all the little you could get. Before it was fucking food trucks, it was little, little cubs that you could buy food. Yeah. So that documentary was good. Last week, Shameless came back, so I started watching that. And Power, I was surprised that Power was this half of the season looks is going to be better than the first one.
I hope so. I didn't really like the first episode that much.
Like I said, I like the whole Mary J. Blige family. Yeah. Like, if they could make a short just on her. Yeah. And the husband, because the husband's a fucking thug. Yeah. That would be good for me. Mm-hmm. But, I guess we need the whole Tyreek and the mother still involved. And Sax, I can't wait till they kill him off. Method Man, I hope they kill him off already. Yeah. But that whole Mary J. Blige family... even the blonde girl who's whack, I want to see, because she's the one that comes from money, the one that Tyreek likes or whatever, the little morenita with the blonde hair.
Oh yeah.
That was okay. Then I totally forgot to watch the new Bryan Cranston show,
Your Honor. Yeah,
but I have it on cinema, and I'm gonna start watching that later on. Yeah. Because that looks good. It's only a limited series. I don't think they're going to bring it back, much.
Yeah, I watched it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's
all
a little bit slow.
What I've watched from the trailers, all I know, he's a judge and